Hi everyone, Tracy here. Well, I have finally figured out my project 365 and I'll quickly show that to you. But I want to firstly thank everybody for their input when I had asked earlier about I wasn't sure how I was going to do the layouts on here, and thanks for everybody's advice on that. As you know, I didn't get the kit. I got this a couple of years ago from my husband for Christmas because I liked the page protectors inside, and this is what I was planning on using it for, was this project. I have been, for the last 3 years, well, this is the third year, I've documented our lives every day, and I have taken a picture every day, but this is actually the first year that I am putting it into an album. So let me show you what I've done. So here is my cover page. Sorry about the glare. I really tried to figure out how I could stop that, but with the page protectors, and you cannot take them out because they're individual. So we're just gonna have to bear with that. But anyways, here's the cover page, and it has our life, our story, and I cut those out of the Cricut, cut them out on the Cricut, which I am trying to use more. I have the little one that I've had since it first came out, and then my husband got me the big one for Mother's Day last year, and I still seem to be only cutting out letters for it, so I gotta really go on YouTube and check out some videos. But anyways, so what I did was I just inked around the paper, and I also inked around each of the individual letters, and then I just wrote a little bit about documenting our lives and our everyday stories, and how I don't want to forget a second of this wonderful life that we have. So that's a little right up there. And then I have a picture of my husband and I. It's not the best picture, but it's the only one I had. And two beautiful pictures of my wonderful, beautiful daughters. And so that's the cover page. So what I decided to do was I just decided to do the days. I'm not having anything by weeks. I will put a cover page for each, or a cover sleeve, I guess you would call it, for each of the months. But I'm just going to go right through the whole project, and it's a little bit less stress for me. And another thing I've decided to do is every month I'm going to have a color. So like for January, obviously the color is blue. And what I did was on a piece of pattern paper, I adhered the picture and then a journaling spot. And my journaling spot is actually a recipe card because I need to have my straight lines. And I inked around the edges, and I actually inked the whole inside of the recipe card too, so it blends more with the paper. I didn't want it to be this stark white. And another thing I did was, because you know, there's not too much journaling on these, so if something funny happened that day, or the girls said something that I want to document, or I said something silly that day, which should have a tab for every single day actually, is I have a card behind it with whatever happened or whatever the girls said, or anything like that. So there's more journaling behind some of them, only the ones with the little tab sticking out. So this is January, and as I went along, I liked how I put the days. Like this one, I have the 1st, the 2nd, the 3rd, and then the 4th is over here. And once I got to February, I really liked how that one turned out. And like I have a picture here, and then one over here. Whereas I like them when they're all in a row, and then the journaling is on the other side. So I got, as I was going, I was figuring it out even more so that I liked it better this way. And I also did some stamping, and I put a couple stickers here and there, but like I said, I want to try and keep it simple because I really critique everything, and the simpler it is, the more likely I'm going to finish it this year. And so this is February, and so here is February's card here. And this is how my brain works. I just pick everything apart. These 3 here are still January's. And I was thinking if I should put them in blue because they're part of January. But I like the cohesiveness of both the pages being the same. So that's why these are the red. And like I said, I used the recipe cards and I inked around with the red. And I really like you wouldn't want a stark white on there. That would pop out too much. So I like how that turned out. Did some more stamping. And not only is February Valentine's Day. It's also my husband's and my anniversary was on the 5th. My husband's birthday was on the 2nd. My other daughter's birthday is on the 27th. So lots of love in February. And then here is where I ended off because today's the 12th. So I ended on February 11th. And there you go. This is my Project 365. So there you have it. There's the start of my Project 365 days. And just to show that I do document the little things in life, here are, if you notice this when I was showing you the pages, the empty toilet paper rolls, my family doesn't seem to want to recycle them. They just keep putting them on the counter. So I took a picture of that because that's what happens in our household. One of the silly things that happens, just to show you that you don't have to do this only if you live a exciting life, because believe me, I do not live an exciting life. I just live your average, normal, everyday life, and you want to document stuff like that. So when you're older or your children are older and they'll look back and they'll get a chuckle at some of these things. So there you have it. You can do this even if you don't have the kit. And you just a little bit more planning involved in it, but you should really try it. And if you didn't start at the beginning of the year, you can start today. You can start on your birthday. You can start on your birthday month. You can start whenever you want and do your full year that way too. So anyways, thanks for joining me, and thank you for watching and helping me try to figure out how I was going to plan my pages. Thanks again. Bye now.